6-4 covers factoring polynomials. Recall that if a number is divided by any of its factors, the remainder is 0. Likewise, if a polynomial is divided by any of its factors, the remainder is 0. The remainder theorem states that if a polynomial is divided by x minus a, the remainder is the value of the function at a. So, if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a should equal 0. This is the factor theorem. For any polynomial, p of x, x minus a is a factor of p of x if and only if p of a equals 0. For example, because p of 1 equals 1 squared minus 1, which is 0, x minus 1 is a factor of p of x equals x squared minus 1. On classwork 6-4, number 1 says two zeros of a polynomial are at x equals negative 3 and x equals 8. Give two factors of the polynomial. So, if x equals negative 3 and x equals 8 are two of our answers, then if we add 3 to both sides to see where it's 0 and subtract 8 from both sides, then we see that our two factors would be x plus 3 equals 0 and x minus 8, which equals 0. So our answer is x plus 3 and x minus 8. On number 2 of your classwork, it should say the following polynomial is given in factored form. What are the zeros of the polynomial? This is the opposite of question number 1. So now we're given x plus 7 as a 0, x plus 3 at 0, and x plus 1 at 0. On the first one, if we subtract 7 from each side, x equals negative 7. On the second one, if we subtract 3 from each side, x equals negative 3. And on the last factor, if we subtract 1 from each side to solve for x, x equals negative 1. So our answers, therefore, are negative 7, negative 3, and negative 1. On number 3, we're going to be factoring by grouping. So factor by grouping means that we're going to take two of the terms and find the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor with 10ab plus 8a would be 2a. When we divide 2a into 10ab, we're left with 5b. When we divide 2a into 8a, we're left with 4. For the other set, if we factor out the greatest common factor, which is 7, we're left with 5b, and 7 into 28 gives us 4. Notice that this factor here and this factor here is the same. So we have 2a plus 7 times 5b plus 4. And these would be our factors by grouping. So 2a plus 7 and 5b plus 4.